Rabbit Chimp 805 here. This is Real Talk Radio. I decided to broadcast 2 hours today, a little after 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Sunday, November 17th. And I wanted to talk about dreams. I love having dreams. I can't wait to go to bed, whether it's in the daytime or it's in the nighttime. I can't wait because I get to watch a movie when I close my eyes. And whether it's a frightening movie or I'm waking up constantly and every time I go back to sleep, the movie continues, or it's, romantic, sexual, whatever you want to call it, a wet dream. All of those. You got porn, you got horror. Basically, you're going to Redbox and in your dream, right? When you go to bed, you're going to Redbox, right? So today we're going to discuss dreams. If you want to participate in Real Talk Radio, you can send a message in the actual on the broadcast. You can type a message in on YouTube there. You can also hop into the audio party that I currently have on the PlayStation 4. You can look for my name, Rabbit Chimp 805, or you can look for the PlayStation 4 community, Real Talk Radio, and you can just join there and post a message up there, and especially if you want like a show topic as well. I'm calling this episode 1 today, even though I've done a couple of other broadcasts, but they weren't called Real Talk Radio at the time. I went to YouTube and I searched up Real Talk Radio, and from what I've found so far, 99% of the Real Talk radio stations are for the church. I've already said in the past that I'm born as a Jew, but I practice strictly atheism. I believe in a God and a higher source, but I'm not going to get religion or political on you today, or practically ever, unless people want to discuss some of the topics. I'm not 100% happening on the on that front there. Apparently, I need to drink some water here. Normally, you see me in Grand Theft Auto 5, but today I decided to pop into Conan Exiles on my own. See, when you play Conan Exiles, you can either play online or you can play offline. I just happen to be playing offline right now, but I'm playing cooperatively, which means that if you have Conan Exiles and you're on my friends list or we were connected somehow, then I can invite you to my server, which basically it's sort of like a share play. Only difference is it's on my PlayStation, but it is on your PlayStation, but the server is technically on my end, so you would be connected through my server, even though I'm not paying for a server. I used to pay for a server for this game, but I'm not paying for a server anymore. But I started this back in April, and I built this monstrosity here. Obviously, you can see I never upgraded it because I never got high enough to upgrade. I eventually went online and started playing. And I've got a couple of friends' buildings here. Star Champ is over there in that snail-looking building over there, although he hasn't signed on, at least since April. Off to the left, you can't see Jack Pine Savage. I mean, this is just one of my soldiers' buildings right here. This is where I kept some of my fighters for, like, when the, what do you call, I haven't played this game in so long, those attacks that happen just periodically. There's the restaurant that I built over here. But anyway, Real Talk Radio, we're discussing dreams today, and like I said, if you want to participate, there are a couple of ways you can do. You can join the audio party right now. Set your voice, set your party settings so that your voice is allowed to be shared. And you're more than welcome to communicate with me. I don't partake to squeakers very much. They like to scream and babble and play music in the background, and that's not cool. Anyway, so like my dream, from last night to this morning, so from Saturday night. Now, I went out Saturday night to the bar, but before I went out Saturday night, I was playing with Star Champ. He wanted me to watch him play Modern Warfare, the new Modern Warfare, not the remastered Modern Warfare or the original Call of Duty 4, but the Modern Warfare, the new one that just came out. So he was playing with that, and one of the squad members in his squad was Jeffrey Epstein. If you remember that name, that was I don't want to get too much into his BS, but he was convicted and he was put into a jail cell, and then he went into a jail. While he was in the jail cell, they say that he hung himself, and he was I know he was in the media industry. I think he was a pedophile. He was all kinds of. He was a nasty guy. He got caught up in the Me Too movement by touching ladies and potential rape and all. I don't know. I don't know the whole story of Jeffrey Epstein, but I just know the name. And sure enough, you know how they say they. Now, when I say the word they say, or the comment, or not the comment, when I say the statement that they say, okay, I'm saying that they are theologians. They are doctors, psychologists, scientists, religious people. What are they? I'm trying to think of the. Oh my God, the occult thing. My brain's not working today. Somebody help me with my brain. Anyway, when I say like they say, right? That's the common thing that everyone says. That for any kind of fact or fiction, well, they said and they did this and they, okay. Anyway, they say, psychologists or whatever, dreamologists say that when you're awake during the day, your subconscious and your conscious picks up everything around you, be it the people that you see just in the open, the people that you communicate with, any kind of visuals that you see in your 360 perimeter. All these get pulled into the dream world. Okay, I'm not reading from any manuscript or any script at all. I'm just taking this from my noggin here. I suppose I can. I've got my cell phone right here. I can pull up a couple of websites and read some facts. Well, are they facts? You know, subconscious and the conscious mind are very difficult to construct or construct. Okay, right? I can get all biblical on you. I could get all psychology on you, but I'm a layman, so I'm not going to go that route. I'm going to try to make it as easy as possible so that any age can understand what's coming from my brain, or potentially from my brain. But needless to say, so let's say in your waking life, you can pick up cues, different cues, okay? I happen to pick up the Jeffrey Epstein cue. Not in the way that it was criminal or anything, but that was, you know, and even though after I played with Star Chimp, or I watched him play the Modern Warfare, I went to the bar last night, and you know there was a really good band that was playing, and I don't drink anymore, so I just ordered a soda pop, and I was talking to the random people around, et cetera, et cetera. So you would think I would have picked up cues from the bar, the band, the random people around, the smell of vomit in there from the drunk people. I mean, I had so many different cues to bring into my dream last night that the only thing I brought in was Jeffrey Epstein. How effed can that be? Right? Okay, so anyway, but yet he wasn't really in my dream. His name just appeared in my dream. All right, so in what I remember of my dream, again, they say that you only dream for about 1 minute of the entire time that you're asleep because you're falling asleep, you're going into REM sleep, and then you usually dream right before you wake up. Excuse me, I took a sip of water and I'm burpy now. Anyway, so in my dream, I was running a vintage store. What is a vintage store? It could be antiques and stuff. Excuse me, son of a mother father. Whew. I was running a vintage store in my dream. Now, in the past, in my real life, I ran a business. And in my business, I did certain things in my business, and I sold certain things. Now, cut to my dream. So, I had this store, and the interesting thing is this store was next door to a 50s diner. But it's modern day. It wasn't the 1950s in my dream. It's modern day. And the only thing I could think of similar to the reality, if we go offline, now down on Topanga Canyon Boulevard, in I guess that would be that's the city of San Fernando Valley. There is a 50s diner, and it's in the old Topanga Canyon Mall, which they're going to be tearing down soon. But this is the only active business that's still left in the Topanga Canyon Mall. And I'm not 100% sure. I want to say that it's in the area of Topanga Canyon and Shoup Avenue. Shoup is Shoup. But I'm not 100% sure where the old Topanga Canyon Mall is. I can see it, but I haven't been there in years. But there's a 50s style diner in there, which is really cool. I mean, if you ever get a chance to go up Topanga Canyon Boulevard, say you're on the 101, you're heading west, going towards like Santa Barbara, okay, from LA. You want to get off on Topanga Canyon Boulevard. You want to go east, so you're going, or technically that would be north on the 101. Yeah. Anyway, you'd be going east. You'd be going away from the ocean. The ocean would be, if you took a left, you'd be going west towards the ocean. But you take it east, and you're going towards Simi Valley, Fillmore, all that. You take it east, you go up to Topanga Canyon a good couple of miles, and you're going to see just old dilapidated mall. Anyways, you go into the parking lot, far, say, southeast corner is the old, like, Macy's and stuff. But anyway, there's a diner sitting there. And I don't recall remember what it's called, but I know they serve breakfast and lunch. I'm not 100% sure if they serve dinner there, but the waitresses are dressed up in the 50s, sock hop type of, mini skirts and outfits, and the males are dressed like that with the piss cutter type hats, like you would see similar to, say, like an In-N-Out burger. But it's all 50s. It's got like a half a car in there, 57 Chevy type. All the booths are all like they pulled out of a 57 Chevy or a 55 Chevy, really racy looking stuff in there, and they serve pretty good burgers and fries and milkshakes and stuff. Anyway, take that diner and bring it into my dream, and that's what's next door to my business. My business is set up just like any other business, cash register and shelves and things on the walls, and the interesting thing is I must have recently just opened it up in my dream. Outside was a parking lot, and it was really weird. It's like they built this water area, like a water area where you put ducks and stuff, and they put grass around it and little hills and stuff, and then a parking lot. So maybe that was just whatever's in that shopping mall there of where my dream was. So my dream is I'm running a vintage store. I had vintage clothing, I had knickknacks and army surplus, and I had paintings, all kinds of stuff like that. I remember I'm in the store, and it's modern day in my dream. It's modern. My dreams are very vivid. Let's step out of my dream for a second and just talk about Rabid Chimp 805. So, back around... oh God, a purge is going to start. Oh, Lord. I forgot that I'm playing Conan Exiles right now on the PlayStation 4. It just told me a purge is starting in less than 2 minutes. Hey, lucky you, you'll get to watch a purge happen offline. I think I should be able to handle myself pretty well. I've got all the animals, and I've got soldiers galore, so let's go up here and see. I'll stay back and let's go inside here. I haven't been inside my house, my plantation, my suit plantation. But look at all my wolves all set up all nice and cool here. And there's my Michael Wolf there. He's St. Michael, so he guards all the wolves. Everybody's broken down into, divisions, brigades, battalions. So we got our soldiers. We got archers up there in all their archery spots. Let's see what we got. We got different soldiers. We got our bears. I know I'm like totally off the subject right now. We got all our rhinos. Supposedly there's a patch coming out in December that's going to wipe out all the animals. It looks like, here's all my tigers. All my tigers. All the tigers here. Everybody's named. Everybody's got a name. There's Bonnie and Clyde, of course, right? Veronica, Charles, Misty, Rose, and Terry. Looks like where did my white lions go? I had white tigers and stuff here, but they used to be sitting right here. I don't see them. They may have gotten killed in the last couple of purges. I'm not sure. I haven't been on this in quite some time. So, there's one panel right there that I was messing around with one day, and another panel there. But the thing, that's right, I moved everybody. Okay, so I don't know where the purge is going to hit. Let's see, it's going to happen right now. Near chieftain is attacking. So they may be at... Oh, the audio's getting a little funky here. Anyway, so... I don't know why the audio's freaking out. Let me get out of this. Maybe it's just too laggy. Oh, here they come. See them right there? Coming to attack here. Oh, we lagged out. Did we freeze? We froze. Yeah, well, whatever. Let them go and attack. The archers are attacking them and stuff. Kind of laggy and frozen here. They're chewing up my staircases. Here, I'll bring a guard out here to go attack them. Anyway, so... What do you got on you, sir? You're dealing with me. Oh my god, this game is so laggy. This is another reason why I stopped playing this game, because the lag is just absolutely insanely brutal. Here, go attack. Go attack those peoples over there. Yeah, I don't know what that choppy sound is. I apologize. Let me see if I can go into the audio. See if I can shut that off somehow. Let's turn the master volume down. There we go. Forget it. We'll just let the game play out behind me. Dude, go do some work. Idiot. Go over there and fight these people. Why are you standing here? Here. Oh my god, this guy's a moron. There, go attack. Wow. That's so freaking lame, right? Alright, so you're not gonna... Here, let's go. All my guards are just standing there like idiots, doing absolutely nothing. Look at them. Out of stamina. Stand off with the wolf, and they're doing absolutely nothing. Okay. Let's go find out where this guy went here. Let's get some food. I have a new base. So this is the old base here. And basically the new base that I built, how do I get rid of this weapon? There we go. Is up over here. We'll go to the new base over here. I haven't been attacked over here in quite some time, and I haven't really been on this game in quite some time either. I've been playing... Oh, there's a bear. We don't want to fight you. Yeah, so I got this place pretty good set up with archers and soldiers and stuff, so let's go up. We've got archers around here. You can see I worked on this place quite extensively for a good several months. Oh, there's my there's a saber tooth right there. There's my white kitty. So Lily is normally at the other base, but she didn't come with me this time. So you know what I'm gonna do with you, buddy? I'm gonna take you. I'm gonna sit you right here. You can guard that place right there. No, stop following me. All right, so this is my place up here. Anyway, let's get back to dreams here. So I'm working a vintage store in my dream. Oh, that's right. I was going to take you a step back and Rabbit Chimp 805's live. So back, I want to say probably in 2002 or 2003, I was working at a I want to call it like an occult type of bookstore, a new age type of bookstore. Back when things like that were kind of popular in the early mid 2000s or whatever, early 2000s. In real life. So I was working at this store. So that's, probably where this dream came from. But, and I because it was an occult and a metaphysical, that's the type of shop it was, metaphysical, New Age, she had a lot of books there. And she gave me the opportunity to set up the back of the store as a full library for people to come in and read and purchase books. And I had set up that whole bookstore area in the back. And, I found a couple of books on lucid dreaming. And so I started reading the lucid dreaming books, and I also started listening to the books on tape, the audio recording with human voice of the lucid dreaming. And I learned some meditations and some mantras with lucid dreaming. And I started using that. So like originally when I was dreaming from, say, a child to teenager, most of my dreams were blurry, black and white blurry. But once I started to learn lucid dreaming, my dreams became vivid color, vivid 4K ultra HDR color, right? I could start hearing the voices in my dream were speaking a language I could understand. And plus I could start seeing text. Whereas in dreams before things were blurry and people were talking like the people in the Snoopy and Charlie Brown. But in my dreams of today, of the last say 10 years, I could, if I get a phone number or I can go outside and look at a store and see the actual text, I can see these things. And the fact that I can sort of remember, I used to, keep a journal and I would write down my dreams. I would write down, everything that I could remember, and some were good stories. I would put them into stories and, use them when I was in school or in college or whatever. These stories when I took English composition, etc. Blah blah blah. I'm going off on a tangent. Smack me when I go off on a tangent, please. Anyway, damn it. Did I happen to tell you that this is real talk, live talk radio where we don't have an actual frequency unless it's on the PlayStation 4? I'm Rabbit Chimp 805. I'm your host. If you'd like to participate in Real Talk Radio, you can join me in Conan Exiles on the PlayStation 4. You can join my community, Real Talk Radio, on the PlayStation 4 communities. You can come to my audio party that I currently have right now. You should look for my name. My profile should show that I'm in an audio party. You can view details and try to join it, or you can send me a message and I'll invite you to the audio party if you've got something to say. Or if you're in the channel watching the broadcast right now, I've got messages open so you can type a message. And if you want a topic that we can discuss someday, I will do any topic on Real Talk Radio. I'll do anything from the metaphysical, the paranormal, to modern day news, to current affairs, to whatever is on your mind. We will talk about it in Real Talk Radio, because real talk is real talk. It's straight up. It's cut the bullshit, the politically correct BS, and talk about it. But today in episode 1, we're talking about dreams. Anyway, so lucid dreaming. So in my dream last night, I owned a vintage store. And the colors that were represented in my dreams were a lot of reds and pinks and whites, things that were 50s related. So nothing in black and white. Jeffrey Epstein comes into my store, and sure enough, I say to the guy, "Aren't you dead? Didn't you kill yourself in a jail cell a couple of months back?" And he said, "No, but I do want to buy that toaster right there." Okay, nice. And again, like I said, where did the Jeffrey Epstein come from? It came from the fact that while I was watching Star Chimp play Modern Warfare on the share play, in his four-man fire team, he had some kid named himself Jeffrey Epstein. That's where the cue came from to go into my dream. So moving forward, in my dream, a bunch of girls came in. This is the part where we like, right? We like when the girls come into your dream because you know it's going to be a porn after that, right? And unfortunately, it didn't turn out to be a porn. But the funny thing was, the girls that came into my dream, it was just before their shift at the 50s diner that was next door. The 50, the modern day diner, but it was situated in the 50s, and all these girls came in. But the girls that came in were all actresses. And I was trying to look up their names. I don't know if I'm allowed to say people's names in here because I don't want to get like YouTube to hit me with a copyright infringement. But I know it was the girl that was in Boogie Nights, the blonde girl that played Skater Girl or whatever. It was her, and she's been in tons of movies. I know Drew Barrymore was in it, and it was like all the girls that were sort of famous in the 90s. The 90s kind of actresses, that were in every movie. Those girls were all dressed up in 50s diner outfits, and they came into the store to see what I was doing. I said, "I run a vintage store." And they were like, "Oh, it's so cool you run a vintage store. We were all working the vintage 50s diner place next door." I thought that was really cool. And of course, my eyes went right to their skirts and their boobs and stuff like that because I'm a guy, and that's what happens, right? I don't want to get slapped with a Me Too thing, but I'm just saying what the reality is, right? And it was my dream. Come on, it was my dream, for crying out loud. So, yeah, it was interesting. And I had two guys that were working at my shop. I don't know who they were. I'm trying to think in my mind, just and let's pop out of the dream for a second. Try to figure out who these two guys were. Now, again, I said that I was at the bar last night and I was playing video games. I know it definitely wasn't Star Champ, and I've met Star Champ in real life, and he wasn't in my dream. Lucky him. But there were two guys in my dream, and I can't for the life of me. What the hell? It just told me the purge just ended, and now it's telling me another purge is about to start. This is bizarre. Playing Conan Exiles on the PlayStation 4. Anyway, so yeah, I couldn't. Was trying to think of my in my brain database of people, and these two guys that were working. It's pretty similar. And I got a buddy named Jay, and he's a mechanic, and I've been having him work on my car. And if you've heard me talk in the past, I've got a car that I have lowered and stuff like that. And I used to go to car shows and things like that, which also could have been why the 50s Diner was in my brain. Because the last time I was at a car show was on Topanga Canyon Boulevard, and it was yeah. Anyway, so moving on, dreams. Let's talk about dreams. Oh, hi, Mr. Bear. I don't think you're one of my bears, are you? Are you one of my bears? No, you are not one of my bears. Run away. Run away. Don't chase me. No, bad bear. Sit, roll over. Good bear. Run away. I'm running away. I'm going to go into the water. Oh my God, look at that lag right there. Look at that mountain right there all lagged out. That was awesome. All right, let's swim away and let the bear go back to his house. Good bear. All right. God, I haven't played this in so long. Basically, the reason why I don't also play in my own little what the hell is that? That is it. Looks like one of my guards. Where did she fall from? She fell from up there and broke her arms off in the fall. And why are you one of mine, or you're just somebody else that came here? I'm not sure what that was. That's another one. What is this guy? Master Tanner Track. I've never seen this guy before. These must have been the ones that were attacking, I guess. Yeah, I haven't checked my fish traps in forever. Yeah, they're all filled up, of course. Up there, we built a bunch of stuff up top as well. We built an extra world up there, up on that bridge up there, in case all our places got destroyed in the purge. Let's get some water. In case all our places in the purge got destroyed, we could take the elevators up there and escape. I don't see the other elevator. It looks like the elevator disappeared. But I think we have bedroll up there and then bed somewhere else. I don't really know. There's my alligator. How you doing, buddy? Crocodile. Caruso. Looks like nobody's been attacked over here. It's really hella laggy. You could tell the graphics aren't loading in right there. Alright. My Japanese restaurant over here with all my boar. My wild boar. Over here we got Wilma. Tonto. Geronimo. Got some guards. You can notice everything is like in a Japanese theme over here. Of course, I'm dressed up as my samurai. There's something floating in the sky up there. You see that floating up in the sky up there? What is that? That is a wolf floating up in the sky, I think. That is bizarre. Now, I could go into God mode and float up there and take a look at it. Let me see. I don't remember, honestly, how to get into God mode, because I haven't played this game in quite some time. Are you not going to let me get into settings? Are you going to freeze the game? All right, game's frozen at the moment. Anyway, Rabbit Chimp 805 playing Conan Exiles on the PlayStation 4. We are lagged out at the moment, so we're not doing anything. You know what? If I could get this moving again, which it doesn't look like I can. I mean, I see the timer in the upper left corner. So we are frozen. I may have to do a hard reboot. Not a hard reboot, but Stop playing this game, which means that there's going to be a delay while I start something else up because I am stuck in this settings screen right now and I cannot move from the settings screen. All right. There's going to be a short delay. All you're going to hear is my voice. And the game is going to be